What's going on? It's your boy Blackout Jones back again with review of The Guide of High School, man. Currently, I'm on the road to 100 subscribers, man. Currently, I'm 2 subs away from that goal by the time the summer season of anime is over. So make sure you like, comment, and subscribe so we can reach our goals, man, as a whole community. So I have to say that this was probably the best episode of Guide of High School so far. Is that saying a lot though? I think it is. I think because this episode's been pretty much build up. We still haven't got to the real crux of the synopsis of the show, but this episode was definitely the most entertaining. Definitely the most well-made one. It was the best. It wasn't rushed or anything like that. Pacing was all right. A lot of things you got revealed. I like the way this episode was made. Yeah. So we leave off from where Mori's grandfather was supposedly captured by, the opposition, the enemies. So, it's funny also, that big ass sword came down on his grandfather, and we supposed to expect that it was just an arm that got cut off. Like, he's a bad dude, then that's all he lost. But the show was starting to heat up, and, as Mori was going off to go fetch his grandfather to save him, I'm like, damn. He's definitely blowing it for the squad right now. They gotta do this whole tournament today. He ain't let them know nothing. He ain't let nobody know. He just went, straight to go find them. And let me tell you, and so moving forward, we go to the tournament. It's Mori's group from Seoul against Jeju. They're all wearing cloaks and hoods. I'm like, that looks like Nox. They look pretty evil. Turns out they were evil, but we'll get to that later on. But the person that Mira is fighting, dude was fucking shredded, man. Dude was an absolute unit. His head though, like, oh man, they did that character so dirty, man. I have to say, God of High School definitely has some unique characters in it. That's one of their bright sides. The characters look fucking nuts. Like, look at this man, yo. He looks crazy. I was like, yo, please put the roll back on, yo. Then he had the dickhead at the top. Shit was crazy, man. And then pretty much the next scene is just Mori finding his grandfather. I'm telling y'all, man, if it was that easy for him to find his grandfather, he just roll up in there like that and just find him. This would have been a bad episode for me, but because the pacing, I wouldn't be surprised if they did that, because the pacing in this show was quick. But turns out it was a sneak attack. It was a bomb type thing, blew the whole building up. Now, I'm beginning to wonder, like, the damage in this show is just ridiculous. Like, people be getting stabbed and surviving. People be getting swords put through them, surviving. People be getting really thrashed and be surviving shit. Now, this is the second time I see somebody get sneak attack, blown up at close range, and they survived the shit. The first one was when that commissioner was in his apartment building on the top floor, and Nox blew it up. Now Mori just got blown up close range. He survived. Now, either the blast damage is incredibly weak, or the people who are getting blasted on is incredibly strong. But the damage in the show is a little bit off, man. At least in Dragon Ball Z, you knew when. Well, no, people would get hit with big energy blasts and survive that shit. But I don't know, man. Something about this damage system that just don't add up to me. And then we bounce back and forth between Mira's fight and Mori's battle. But with Mira's fight, really quickly, that's probably my favorite fight of the season, because usually people in this show have been getting beat in like 2 minutes or less. This fight was good, lasted a long while. We got a little twist in there. Mira got her chariot. I think that's how you say it, but that's all fine and dandy. Her chariot's pretty badass too. It was like a ancient samurai warrior and shit, so that's pretty dope, man. I like that chariot. I think it fits her because she's a tough individual. Marin was very slippery. She would put that sword on him, and he would just slip off of it, very disgusting. But really quickly about her chariot. So, turns out they got to dig deep in order to unlock this inner power. It's weird to find out that the sword could be accessed by anybody. Like, I thought maybe just Mira could access the power, but the dude from Nox was able to access the power. So that's problematic going ahead, because that sword falls into the wrong hands again. Well, it shouldn't, because now she can just transport it back to her. But that was a very good scene. Best fight scene of the season. Wasn't quick. learned some things, and it was nice, man. I really enjoyed it. You know, who would have thought that her sword could actually transform into some shit? Because I'm like, yo, she going hard for this wooden sword, man. I'm like, and the dude who tried to marry her, he wanted that sword bad as a motherfucker. But now I see why. You know, the sword can transform into something badass. I wonder what else the sword can do. You know what I'm saying? Who knows? But I'm happy for me. Right now we just got to see Dwayne's Cheriac. Like I said, man, it's the first good fight we had. I go as far as to say this is the best episode we had, first good episode we had. You know, because all the other shit was just build up. But like I said, it might be like Black Clover, where when episode 28 or so hit, it might just take off from there. But we will see. That'll take a while because they only get like 10 episodes a season with this show, it seemed like. Also, the next interesting character is the Dwayne's new crush, Shorty in the Bruce Lee outfit with the all yellow. You know, a very well made character. Y'all see what I'm doing here? Nice little but no, it's a very well made character for y'all fanboy freaks out there, man. However, she got those fish lips. They sure know how to make a character, boy. I tell you, man. They put the fish lips on her and they stayed there the whole episode. But that's Dwayne's new crush. I'm sure she's a unit also. We saw her giving him a fit a little bit. But it's another interesting character design in this show, man. They never cease to amaze me with what they pull out of their ass, man. But long story short, those were doppelgangers that Mira was fighting. So it's a lot of darker, deeper criminal links, you know, afoot. Maury, he was able to defeat the member of Nox. He had doppelgangers. He ended up beating him. He used the techniques from the 6 in order to power himself up, right? So that was good progression for him. He got his Cheriac now of dragons, pretty badass. So he makes quick work of the Nox member, and you know, that's basically how the episode ended. Now, you know, it's awakened, and Park was sitting with other members of the 6, it looked like, or some other old gentlemen and females, and it's been confirmed that Maury is now a tiger cub. Who would have thought? He's an actual tiger now. So I think now we'll get more into the real synopsis of the show, what have you, because now everybody's power is unlocked except for Dwayne. I'm sure we'll see that in the next episode. But yeah, man, this was good, man. If it's all uphill from here, they can salvage this first season, man. But if they drop the ball again, I don't know, man. They might be stuck. They might be destined for mediocrity, man. But it's your boy Black Hawk Jones. Stay sucker free, stay corona free. Have a blessed day. Peace. Subscribe.